October 19th, 2009. It's about 4:30. You were in school today? What schools?
Mandan.
Okay, Mandan, where else?
Holy Family.
Holy Family, good.
Taylor.
And Taylor, very good. How was your day?
Good.
Excellent. And you're here today from the Boys and Girls Club?
No.
Where are you here?
She attended the Boys and Girls Club, and they play Hawaii. Where else he play? He's down at the YMCA also.
All right. So you're here to see me today to ask me some questions. All right. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay, very good.
My name is Maria. Is New Bedford better now that you're mayor?
I hope it is. I think it is. I think that if you compare the city now to the way it was 4 years ago, I think the city has an awful lot of positive spirit, a lot of respect and pride, not only in our city but outside our city. I think that there are a lot of projects going on that will expand the tax base to bring in more revenue to the city, which would be very helpful to the citizens of the city. I think there are projects going on that are going to create jobs or have created jobs, which means that hopefully you'll be able to stay in the city when you get older. I think that our infrastructure, our streets, our lights, our sidewalks, our trees are in better shape now than they were 4 years ago. I think that we have done a great deal of maintenance on city buildings and around the city in areas that the city government's responsible for to spruce up the city. I think we've gotten an awful lot of people working together to help clean up their neighborhoods, to work on Crime Watch, or be involved helping their neighbors. I think we're a little bit more inclusive in the way we approach things than we were 4 years ago. I think that our school system is focused on each individual student, which is something that is extremely important to me. I want every child in the city to get a great educational opportunity and help them make sure that they do have success in school. I could go through the city section by section and talk about different things we've done, and I think it would take the rest of the day and through the night. But I think that people know that we have accomplished a great deal in 4 years. 4 years is a short period of time, but I think we've accomplished a great deal for the betterment and the greater good of everyone in the city.
Mason.
Mason. Have you always wanted to be mayor of New Bedford?
No, it's kind of funny. I never thought I was going to run for anything in my life. I mean, I understand politics, I think, in a fairly extensive way. But the fact is, I was a lawyer. I'm still a lawyer. I taught at the university. I volunteered on different organizations around the city, sponsored a lot of teams, grew with my kids, helped bring my kids up with my wife, Gig, and love the city of New Bedford and love the people of the city of New Bedford and just everything about the city I have very positive feelings about. And about 4 years ago in a few months, I began thinking that the city was at a crossroads, a turning point, that there was an awful lot of things going on in the city that I didn't think were fair to all the people of the city, and I decided that I should stand up and take a stand. And I decided to run for mayor about 6 weeks before the primary. And I got involved in the debates and spoke about the issues. I was very concerned about crime in the city and violence and what our young people, what the opportunities they had and some of the wrong choices they were making. And I knew a lot of the kids from all the different programs that I had been involved in or sponsored, sports programs, academic programs. And I decided that I would run. And it resonated with the people of the city, and I was elected, and that's been the greatest honor and privilege I think that I could ever have. And I love being mayor, and I'll enjoy every single day that I am mayor, but the day I'm done, I'll go back and be a citizen and do anything I can to help out the city. I'll go back to my law practice, and I'll work to do things that'll help everyone in the city through my practice of law. And I'll go back to teaching, which I love to do, whether it's at the university or somewhere else, and I'll write, and I'll enjoy spending time with my family again. So it's not that I wanted to be mayor all my life, it said I felt at a certain point I should try and contribute and get involved in public service, and that's what happened. I was just very lucky, fortunate that I ended up being elected and have the opportunity that I do.
I'm Randy.
Hi, Randy.
What type of things should I look forward to when I get older?
Well, that's a great question, and let me tell you the way I would look at it. I'd enjoy every single day. I'd enjoy every single day at whatever age you are. I'd learn as much as I could. I'd have fun. I'd work hard. I would make sure that I respect people that you come in contact with, give them this respect that you want given back to you. I'd appreciate the people who love you, and I'd love them back. But I think that you have a great future in front of you. You go to a very, very good school in Taylor. You'll eventually go to Roosevelt, I would think, and then to the New Bedford High School or Voc, which are very good schools, and you'll be able to get a great education. Then you're off, I would hope, to college or to some trade school where you take all the talents that you have and turn it into something that not only supports yourself and a family, but also helps out in the community. Hopefully, you'll have a family, and make sure that your kids are brought up the same way that you are, which is to respect and care for people. And the sky's the limit for you. When you're my age, we'll have people going to Moon or Mars on a regular basis. Hopefully, medicine will have cured most of the major diseases. You'll be able to communicate with people, probably with technological devices that we haven't seen. When I was a kid, if I had held up a cell phone like this, everybody would have laughed and thought I was kidding around with them. Would have thought that this was a Remco walkie-talkie or something like that. If I held up a cell phone like this that had screens on it, they would have thought that I was fooling around also. They would have looked at it and said, that's space age, right? You'll have phones that are 1/10 this size, that are far more powerful, that'll be little pocket computers. You will be able to travel, I'm sure, at high speed on rail systems or on planes. Just the whole world is your oyster. Everything at this point right now, whether it's transportation, energy, communications, medicine, anything that deals with your day-to-day lifestyle will change dramatically for the better as you get older. So I think you've got a great future in front of you, and I think New Bedford will be a perfect place for you to grow up and raise a family.